Most men open a dating app with the same thought: maybe this time something will actually work. Maybe this time someone will respond. Maybe this time it won't be another night of sending messages into silence. But after a while, something strange starts to happen. The matches slow down, the conversations disappear, profiles stop replying halfway through a sentence, and eventually the same question begins to creep into the back of a man's mind. Why does this feel like a rigged game? Because for most men, dating apps don't feel like opportunity. They feel like a maze. You swipe, you send messages, you wait. Sometimes you get a match, most of the time you get nothing. And after enough time inside the system, the pattern becomes impossible to ignore. Effort keeps increasing, results keep shrinking, and that is the moment a lot of men make a mistake. They start blaming themselves. Maybe my pictures are wrong, maybe my bio is wrong, maybe I just need to try harder. But what if the problem is not the man? What if the problem is the system itself? Because dating apps are not simply platforms where people meet. They are environments designed to control attention. And the moment you understand that, the entire experience starts to make sense. Imagine walking into a casino for the first time. Bright lights, endless machines, thousands of people pulling levers, hoping for a win. Every machine promises the same thing: just one more try, just one more pull. But the casino is not designed for players to win consistently. It is designed to keep players playing. Dating apps operate on the same psychological principle. Not constant reward, intermittent reward. You swipe through dozens of profiles, nothing happens. Then suddenly one match appears, a small burst of excitement. Maybe this one is different, maybe this one leads somewhere. But most of the time, the conversation fades just as quickly as it started. Then the silence returns, and the cycle begins again. Swipe, wait, hope, repeat. This pattern is not accidental, because the longer you stay inside the system, the more valuable you become to it. Your attention is the currency, your time is the product, and every moment you spend inside the app feeds the machine that keeps the whole system running. The strange part is that most men never realize they are inside a system at all. They think they are participating in modern dating, but what they are actually participating in is something much more controlled, because the app decides who sees your profile. The app decides when you appear in the feed. The app decides which profiles you are shown. In other words, the hallway you are walking through is not random, it is designed. And the longer you stay inside that hallway, the more it starts to feel like you are moving forward, but you are not. You are circling the same corridors over and over again. New profiles, same outcome, more effort, less response. Eventually, something inside a man begins to shift. Confidence turns into frustration, curiosity turns into exhaustion, and the question becomes harder to ignore. Why does something that promises connection feel so isolating? Because what most men are experiencing is not a dating marketplace. It is something much closer to a containment system, a system that keeps millions of people swiping, hoping, and waiting. And once you see it clearly, the realization is hard to unsee. Dating apps are not just tools for meeting people. They are environments designed to keep people inside them. And the longer you stay, the harder it becomes to leave. That is why so many men feel stuck, because they are not just using the system. They are inside what might be the most efficient social trap ever built. A trap that looks like opportunity, but behaves like a prison. And the worst part is this: most people inside it still believe they are free. Once a man starts to see the pattern, the next question becomes unavoidable. Why would a system be built like this? Why would something that claims to help people meet feel like it constantly works against the user? The answer is uncomfortable, but it is simple. Successful relationships are bad for business. If two people meet on a dating app, form a real relationship, and delete the app, the company loses 2 customers. No more subscriptions, no more profile boosts, no more premium upgrades. From a business perspective, the ideal user is not the man who finds a relationship in 2 weeks. The ideal user is the man who stays for 2 years, swiping, checking, sending messages, trying again tomorrow, because the longer someone stays inside the system, the more profitable they become. But there is another layer of the prison that most people never think about: the illusion of activity. Over the years, there have been multiple reports across different platforms about fake profiles, inactive accounts, and automated bots appearing inside dating apps. Profiles that match but never respond. Conversations that begin normally, then vanish without explanation. Accounts that seem real at first but slowly reveal strange patterns. Sometimes these are scammers, sometimes they are abandoned accounts, and sometimes they are automated engagement bots, programs designed to simulate activity inside the platform, because nothing keeps a man invested in the system more effectively than the feeling that someone might be there, someone might respond, someone might be interested, even if that interaction never turns into a real person. From the outside, it looks like participation, but from the inside, it can become something else, a loop. Attention is triggered, hope appears, then it disappears, and the man assumes the problem is him. Maybe I said the wrong thing, maybe my pictures are not good enough, maybe I just need to try harder. The blame quietly returns to the user, not the system. But even without bots, there is another reality that explains why dating apps feel so frustrating for so many men. The numbers. On most major dating platforms, men heavily outnumber women, sometimes 2 to 1, sometimes 3 to 1. In certain age groups, the imbalance becomes even larger, which means before a single message is sent, the competition is already stacked. More men competing for attention, more messages flooding inboxes, more profiles trying to stand out in the same crowded space. From the perspective of the algorithm, this imbalance is perfect, because competition increases engagement. Engagement increases time spent on the platform, and time spent on the platform increases profit. The system does not need everyone to succeed. It only needs enough small moments of hope to keep the rest of the users swiping. A match here, a reply there. Just enough reward to prevent people from leaving. And slowly, without realizing it, millions of people become part of the same pattern. Swipe, wait, hope, repeat. Days turn into months, months turn into years. And eventually the realization begins to surface. What if the system is not broken? What if it is working exactly the way it was designed? Because the moment a man understands that possibility, the experience changes. You stop trying to solve the maze. You start asking why the maze exists, and the answer leads to the same conclusion. Dating apps are not built to create relationships. They are built to create engagement, which means escaping the dating prison does not come from optimizing your profile. It does not come from buying more boosts. It comes from recognizing the system for what it is, because the moment you see the prison clearly, something powerful happens. You stop trying to survive inside it, and you start looking for the exit. That is the system, nothing personal.